is Friday, April 10th, early in the morning. I got 6, maybe 7 Bricklink orders. I know 2 of them are pending. One wants me to hold it for a few weeks. So I'm going to pack it up and just have it ready whenever they say send it. And I got 1 piece of mail yesterday, an eBay order. Let's open that. So, a lot of older figs. There's a good Luke Skywalker. I believe this is an offer. Let me check the price. Yeah, it was $25 offer on that picture. So there it is. Nothing too great. The big Ninjago guy's good. I forget what those are called, that the Gungans ride. A lot of older stuff. Nothing, like I said, nothing too great, but certainly things I can use. An old Darth Vader, that's good. So that's what we got. Alright, here is Friday's mail. Got 3 things, 2 Lego related. From Cutthroat Bricks, brother and sister store. I've shown them before. I think I went there because I needed these, and they had 4. And while I was there, I picked up more things, like white legs I was running low on, reddish-brown legs I was running low on, parrots, other things I needed to complete minifigs. This is like $8, this Captain Rex helmet. And then this is from a Minifig Galore store. Always have great minifig prices, and then parts that I needed. I try to go to this store at least once a month to get stuff I need, so I had lots of good stuff. Thanks again. Appreciate all the attention to detail, and always good quality parts from them. Never a complaint. And I think these guys are really good too, so good stuff there. And then I needed more label tape. I have a goal to finish this. I just have to get down. I'm going to move this out of here because this is going to start filling up in the next few weekends. I'm hoping to fill it up. But I do have a lot of room. Lots of drawers turned backward all over the place still from the few weeks ago I got wiped out. Look at that section. So either way, I just want to have it ready and say, don't have to do that now. I can do that upstairs and bring them down and put them on. As I get a full, I just put them around this thing. I've shown that before, I think. Just tape them all around and slowly put them over there. Okay, I just finished up listing about 45 minifigures or so that I had throughout the week. Got ready and I photographed, so I have nothing pending to photograph at this time, except in my Ask Pops Block Shop video number 6 coming out. It might be out by the time you see this, I don't know. I talked about how I use these cards, and sometimes my son will go through the book and try to build things, so he did that today. And you got the 20 cents each, he gets paid for them. Not all of them are complete. As long as there's only 1 piece missing, it's okay. I put the accessories with them. He's able to build a ton of things here. It's like 70 or $7.05, like probably 35 or 40 figures here for the amount that he said I owed him. So I'll already have that half full again. So that's great. Great news. Keep eBay going. So that's all I've been doing today. Just got the last one listed. Let's see where we're at, because it was like 1150 some early this morning. Almost got back to 1200, and then we have 5 items to ship so far today. We have all the pieces we need here. On sales, I have enough to make another one. I got both the exclusive pieces in there. Alright, this is what we got from the 2 Bricklink orders. So we got 12 minifigs ready to go. This one is the only one that needs photographs. I actually did not even have a card for them, so rarely have this one for sale. I probably did a long time ago. I'm pretty sure I remember having them one time. That was before I started the card cataloging system, I guess, but there it is. And then just an hour left on Friday here. I'll probably get these ready for sale. You know, some of them are missing something, so I'll add in my wanted list and put them in my waiting for parts bin, some of them as well. And we will go from there. Railroad employee number 7. Some might go to Bricklink though if I find that the price is not very good on eBay, or I don't think it would sell for a while. Right now, eBay gave a ton of free listings, so I'm not too worried about it. I might just pump up my numbers there and let it ride for a while. Well, that went pretty fast, and that was well worth the $7. I put 4 in my Bricklink store that I felt were better suited there. I probably put about 6 or 7 in here and added the parts, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure, but added them to my wanted list. And I actually had 3 of them that I actually relisted on eBay right away, that I actually already had listings that recently sold. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I got 20 ready for photographs. This one, I think I'm going to add another one with it. Like I did that with this, not that one, with these ones. I just felt like it's better suited, better chance of selling it for something at lower cost stuff, you know. So we ended the Friday workday at $1,214 for sale. It's nice. So yeah, that definitely helped the Bricklink orders, and I have a couple more coming. So hopefully to sell 80 to 100 minifigs this weekend, and then rebuild. Alright, just a check of the lots before I add anything or anything else goes for the weekend. 89.45, so we got down below 9,000 after Thursday night sales. A couple today. Let's see what we can get up to this weekend, or back down to. Okay, so this is what I'm hoping to part out this weekend. 3 of these, 9 of those I think, 5 of those, 8 of those I think, and then we have 2 of these already getting put away over here. At least the parts are getting sorted for an easy part out. So 6 different sets we have here, including those. I'm not sure the number of parts, but I think it's over 5,000 or around there. And we'll see what happens. I already had a $50 order just come in the last half an hour or so. And I have 2 others I have to pack up that are small. But if I get a lot of orders, it'll definitely cut into my time to do this. Well, this place is a little bit of a mess right now. I just got done packing up my Bricklink orders on Friday night after dinner there. I'm going to get these going. The labels I just talked about. Upstairs we're watching Family Matters. Remember that show? If you're old enough to remember it, Steve Urkel is the best. So we got this all sorted pretty good. Not every part is in a separate spot. There wasn't enough room. So I want to get at least, I'm going to get 2 more of these for sure. And then, because when I do my build your own minifigure stations, I need the bigger sections. So I'm going to take them from them. I don't know if there's any left in here. I think I took them all. Yeah, those, well, they're decent sized ones, but all the big ones are out of there. And the other 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 7 of those currently, and 3 of those have all big things. And maybe a couple have like that. So I might need to get 3 of them to make another build your own station work. But that's okay because I've been using them quite a bit because of these. So I don't know if people were asking me where I got these or what they are. I made a video on this. It's Stanley, 25 cups. There's no UPC, but there's a part number maybe, 014725R. If you just search that, they are amazing. They sell them in most hardware stores. At Menards is what we have here, and I think I saw them at Home Depot before too. So, all right, so we added about 60 numbers to the wall. Got sick of it after about half an hour. Not doing it too fast, but 2008 we have, so we'll fill it up in a few weeks. Alright, we have the Bane set, 2 of them. I only had 2. Wanted to get them out of here so I could sell the minifig. They had them added, I have all the parts added. I just put them, as I put the numbers in, I put them in the drawer. Because there's only 2 sets, I combined them together. 115 bucks. I think I paid about $30 some for each one, and that's not including. I put the Batman in. I'm gonna put him in my Bricklink store, but these 2 guys I'm gonna sell on eBay. He's a $20 figure, so not bad. Added lots more parts to the store. So the first set of 6 is done. And let's see where we're at here. Holy cow. I'm back almost to 9,000. I haven't had a couple of sales taken lots of lots from me already, so. And then we can get this little thing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of those. Alright, we have 7 of these. I just added all the parts. I paid $1, maybe 50 cents for each one, I'm not sure, but see, we paid $7 for it. Just adding parts. I did do it at the lower cost, the average prices that they actually sold for, which I'll do that every once in a while. I think I'm going to do it with one more of these sets this weekend. Not sure which one yet. Just, you know, they call it a price leader when you look at ads in in the newspaper for car dealerships. I always have that cheap car with no options. It draws people in. But you know, I'll have some cheap bricks. That's alright. It is just after 6 on Saturday, and I have 4 more orders to pack. Some kind of bigger ones for lots, at least. And then we start the party out. Alright, it's just a little after 8 a.m. Everything is shipped out and put out there to get picked up in about an hour. And starting on this, I have just those 4 left. I'm going to do this real quick and then get those uploaded. Then I'm going to go for a run. I think it's supposed to be like in the 50s today, and the next 7 days it's like in the 40s or 30s. And snow tomorrow. Great. So anyway, or tomorrow night, not on Easter morning, but tomorrow night. So this hopefully will take me less than 30 minutes. Only adding 300 parts. There's only 3 sets here. I'm going to do them all at the same time. I'm going to mingle all the parts together from each bag in different piles and get them uploaded. Here are the parts. There's bag 1, there's bag 2, small bag 2, small bag 1, and then the big piece is just in the box. Well, I did have a question in my last Ask Pops Block Shop. Do I count the new parts when I'm parting out sets to make sure they're correct? In this case I am, because when I look for the part and to assign the drawer number, it tells me there's 3. I'm going to look for 3 and throw them in the drawer. So I am counting them, actually, but you rarely ever put all the parts to all the sets together like this. It's just because it's only 300 total parts. Obviously for the Star Wars I'm not going to do that, because it's a lot more parts, and once I open up one set and assign the drawer numbers, then I open the other 4 together and do those together. But this is all one shot, so I am actually counting them. Alright, I have 3 of these Little Mermaid sets parted out without. These are the only parts not put in there. They'll go on eBay, just like this. And so I don't know, like I said, I don't know how much I paid for them. I think I paid like $12 for each set on clearance. That's a guess. It might have been 10, might have been 15. But either way, it's a really good part out. Because the minifigs are going to fetch $10 each. They'll pay for the sets. Each one of these will get at least $10. They're very popular on eBay, especially with the dog in there. That dog alone is, $3, $4 on eBay, and Bricklink is like $3. So all these parts are going to be a profit. That's how you do it. So this is one Star Wars Advent calendar. So many small pieces because they're mini builds. It just seems like there should be more, but there isn't. And these are all the minifigures, 7. Well, there are actually 8. There's 8 of them in there considered minifigures. I think that's considered a minifigure. I have to check, but I'm just going to throw all them in here for now and probably pay one of the kids to build them. Because I'll probably sell all those on eBay. I might part out, or sell 3 and part out 2 of each. I'm not sure yet. So let's start adding these and pull the drawers we already have parts in. Okay, so they do not consider the Rebel Snowman a minifigure. So I think last time I parted it out. I think that's a good idea. We'll check the prices on it. Actually, this should be right here. The head is 85 cents, the helmet 159, so I'll get about $2 for it. I could probably sell it for $5 on eBay. I'll think about it. Okay, so I have all the drawers set up, even the empty spaces for the new parts coming in. And I can see a history on my wall. This is one of the first sets I've ever parted out when I built the wall. You can tell all these parts are already in my inventory. Right there, and then it goes up into there. So those are still there from my original. That's like the second weekend I parted something out after I built this wall. I think I might have a video on that, or I have certainly an Instagram post around somewhere in January or December 2018, just showing you what I parted out that weekend. But cool to see as I go back and do it again. So if I were to add the minifigs and everything, it's $345, and I paid about $21 per set, times 5, like 55, $60 with tax for all 5 of these. So it is a very good part out, definitely very good. So one tip I would provide if you're using triple things, if there's only one divider dividing it in half, this would not be an issue, which a lot of you probably use those kind if you even divide them. Always put this tiny parts on inside or outside, in the middle put bigger things, because these dividers don't really hold very well, number one. And the parts can slip under and go in different places. That's number one thing, but number two, it's easier to grab them out than the middle. You have to kind of be careful because the dividers will come out if you're like grabbing out and the dividers move. So, alright, we have the first set, and this is all the drawers I'll need. Got some space here to part out. It's a little bit of different. It's not symmetrically square. Moved it over here some, but I had to open these to get the extra arms out. I'm gonna keep all the guns that are in, and the lightsabers. I have tons of this color lightsaber already from Pick-a-Brick Wall. So that's that. And let's see what we got here. Now that I entered and deleted the minifigs, so $55 I paid, or $60 with everything, for all 5 sets. Is that right? No. 5 times 21 is 100. 110, we'll say. And there's the parts, and then obviously the minifigs are going to get me back over what I paid for each set. So it's another good part out. And there where we stand now, still have the Lego Movie 2 set in that Friends set to do. Upload, see what we get there. Alright, so here are the other 4 sets. I just kind of made 3 almost even rows. There's one, it's not even. So I'm going to take this row out of each one. Actually, I'm going to do a separate pile for each one of these. I think is the best way. So I have room to do 5 to 6. There's 6 piles for twice over there. That's how I'll do it 3 times. Actually, I'm just going to grab one mini build at a time. I think that's easier. Just open them all, put them away, grab the next one. Alright, set 5 of 6. Got 9 total sets. Yeah, I got these laid out so I know when there's extra pieces to all these little ones, so that when I get those bags open to make sure I get the correct amount of minifigures there. I might part out some in the end, but those are the 2 minifigures in here because basically all the pieces are this build of Metalbeard, so I'm not going to be trying to build them and sell them that way. And this is what we get without the minifigs. I paid $11.99. They're on sale a while back for 9. 12 times 9 saves, say, $110. And I'm pretty sure I'll be getting $10 just for this minifig. May not be now, it could be in a year, but he is definitely $8 to $10 one right away. And then I'm going to put her with this. This doesn't come with her on Bricklink, this scarf thing. It's $1.20 or something is the price. I kept it in Bricklink, but I'm going to do an eBay auction. I may, because there's 9 of them, I may do 5 singles and then 4 of them combined. I don't know yet. But let's put it up there. Boom. Alright, the Sistar Party Crew 9 sets are parted out and put away. So let's look at this wall here. All the way up until Okay, so I think this is the first one turned backward here. This is my last row of new on this side of the wall. So the U starts over there. So I have about 20, 25 turned backward here. And then you wrap around here, there's a ton of them. So I will definitely, probably won't even get into any of these to get them turned back around, but that's okay. I got these numbered because I have 6 pop-up party buses that I hope to do next weekend. That's the only thing I'm going to do next weekend is just that one set, 6,000 pieces or so. It'll add just about as much as I did this weekend. Still debating if I'm going to do this, but it's beautiful outside, so I'm going outside until it gets dark. But this should be quick. Alright, finally got around to our run. 8:06 minute mile. I took the shortest route, the one I started running about 3.5 years ago on, because the dog has been going slow. I took her this 3.7 mile run, and then I did not take her the other day. So she's getting, she's on 4.5. Not sure why she's slow, but we'll figure it out. So this is my Florida runs. These 3, and then that one the other day was, or actually the one the other day was my best since then, 7:40. Okay, for this one, is it Olivia's Deluxe Bedroom? I'm going to do the last 6 months sales average. I just changed that, and I'm going to update the new tier pricing to everything that's already in the store. All these parts are already in the store. They're all going to get lowered, and then go 30% off that. So I'll do that probably once a month on one set, maybe 2 sets in a month. It just depends on how much inventory I have and I want to move. This will definitely help move some of this for sure. Okay, so the sticker sheet will not be going into the store. Anything that can fit into one of these sports card cases, top loaders they call them, I will put it in here. I'll mark it for $1 at Brickworlds. I'm not going to mark it less, even though it's worth a lot less on Bricklink, just for the fact that I don't charge anything less than $1. But most everything is really fairly priced. But it's a good sticker sheet actually for $1. I would think someone found it at a store. So I got lots of good things on there. 8 stickers. All right, one set is inputted into the trusty iPhone. If you don't use an iPhone, you're doing it wrong. Just kidding. Brickstock apparently is very good, but I don't have time for that. This is a lot faster as far as I know. And so I believe I got these for $7 each on clearance. Could have been 9 or 10. Not exactly 100% sure. They were 15-40% off Kmart. I think I'd have to look at my old vlogs. So that would be $6 off 59. Yeah, $9 I believe. Times 8, 72. And I did add 3 minifigures, and I'm going to put 5. I'm going to part out 5 after we're done. So not a very great part out, because the fact is it's going to go 30% off of this. So I'm going to make like $30, maybe 40 when they sell. And that's fine with me. Like I said, sometimes you just put some money out there to get money back, because this is going to draw people into the store by having low prices on these 97 different parts. So that's how we do it. And then we go to, I got a lot of lots to notify. 244 new lots today, and 9,100. I like that number. It's going to drive me to try to get to 10,000, but then I have a feeling we're going to have lots of sales coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Almost 130,000, and we are done, except I just have to crack open the other 7 and put them in here and put them away. I did get to I think this one. I did get into this wall to take out the ones that are backward to read about here. Sometimes I leave the full ones. I didn't need full ones, so maybe I did skip a few. Might have been this one, I think. I don't know. Either way, a lot of them still turn backward. Not enough time in a day. Like I said, next week I'm just planning on partying on one big set. That's it. hopefully have packing up lots of orders. We will see. And maybe get this finished sometime this week. Just do like 30 a night, 30 to 40. And it's very close because these are like 43 in each thing. About 140 left, 150 left maybe. The number. Look at this. Big dent. Gone. Actually, these were kind of pushed back there. But this is looking a lot more manageable. And I still have a lot. That's packed down there. Jam-packed. There's the pop-up party buses I gotta do. And behind there is 3 Ninjago Ultra Dragon sets, the newer ones. I really should part those out. These are, I'm waiting for, I don't know when. I'm not excited to do those. But I know they'll drive a lot of sales. But either way, I gotta look for some more that are on a good deal. And load it back up, some open space. Alright, last set is all put away. Here's my to-do bucket. Build minifigs. And all these in the bag still can... Yeah, there's a lot of minifigs in here. I think there's 5 times... Is there 6? 7? 30 minifigs or so in there. And then 9 of those. 9 of those. 5 of those. Not too bad. Alright, we got all the eBay ones over there. I got 3 of each for these. Ready to photograph of all the Star Wars except the Battle Droids. I got 5 of those for Bricklink, and 2 of these ones for Bricklink. 5 of these for eBay. 5 of these for eBay, and then 4. I'm not parting out any of these, I don't think. Somebody built them already, so we'll be parting, or was adding in those new figures and that. So it's the only work I'm doing here on Sunday. I have 3 Bricklink orders I already packed up, and the store is closed for Easter, so there we go. Well, it is Easter Sunday, and everyone's doing something for the next 2 hours on their own. So I'm going to do this one set I have. I think I part out to about $60 some. I'm going to part out all the minifigs too. And let's add some parts, you know, some more variety here. Alright, so here's the set. One set all laid out. Some pretty unique things. This is all one piece. Conveyor belt. These are pretty unique. Obviously this is exclusive. And this is pretty cool. Suitcase. So I'm adding some pretty unique things again. Not very many quantity, but definitely can generate some sales in the end. Okay, so here is that set. This thingy. It's a nice little set with cool parts in here. I didn't have to use very many drawers. These are all new parts. Only in, you know, a lot of these drawers had parts already in them from other sets. So it didn't take up too many more. And then here's all the parts that have a drawer signed already. So I'll just show you this first. $81, so that's why I think $60 is what I'll end up getting about with my sale prices. So not bad to pay 20. Get 60 took me about, what time is it? About 35 minutes to do all that, and then I just go. I had this one here, $8.78. Right here. Are they in there? I can't see. There they are. They're mixed. They're mingled with the sausage. Okay, this stuff is going out to someone in Green Bay, Wisconsin, that is at the buy-sell trades that we go to there. He is a vendor there, and he asked me if I had Star Wars clone stuff, mostly Episode 1, 2, and 3, and Jedi stuff, and the Lord of the Rings stuff. And I said yes, and I found this is the stuff I pulled out for him, out of my personal stuff. And then he had a huge bulk lot of minifig stuff he just doesn't want. He's trying to get rid of. He said he's trying to sell it for $500 to $600 on Facebook, I believe, and couldn't get any buyers. So we agreed at $400, and then he bought $50 worth of stuff from my Bricklink store, and then he said 50, 50, and 40 for that stuff. So paying him $210. for everything, and that'll be later in this video. Hopefully, he said he's sending it out tomorrow, Monday. It was at April 14th, I think, and it should be here Tuesday or Wednesday because it's really close. So it's less than an hour away, or about an hour away, and we'll see what we get for this trade. Yeah, I saw some pictures. It looks pretty massive, but we'll see. Alright, it's Monday, early Monday morning, just printing my labels for, I had 5 Bricklink orders over the weekend. Since Saturday morning, I've shipped everything Saturday morning. And this is how many new lots I'm notifying our members about, or Bricklink members on their list. So we'll see how many sales this drives in the next 24 to 48 hours. Well, I finally bought a new camera. It's like 4 years old. But it's a open box new item. Never used, so sounds like it's a good thing. It's 3 years newer than the one I'm using currently, so same brand. And see how that works. I like how that has a screen up front. It's pretty sweet. Just placed a Bricklink order that took 106 items from my wanted list. Cost $229. I got 113 lots somehow. I don't know how it only takes 106. I placed another order before and took some off, so I might have doubled purchased some things. I think is what happened, but that's a good feeling. So my list must have been close to 600 this morning after I added the parts from what I sold from on eBay that I needed to do. I just deleted almost 100 of them with that number. Well, I just posted in the forum here on Monday. Afternoon. Haven't had any sales yet on Bricklink today. I'm wondering why. So last time I did this is when I had that huge sales explosion, which obviously wasn't just because of this, but figured I'd put it out there. People see free shipping on $20 orders in USA. That's quite rare for a Bricklink store, so I think that will draw them to at least look at my store. It's okay. I just feel like this is the calm before the storm, just like last time. Because I just saw a report that stimulus checks are starting to go out starting this morning, so into people's bank accounts. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. I just got notification that shipped and will be here on Thursday. So during the week I'm going to probably work on getting zeros in front of my numbers. I've been doing it for probably 5 months now. Like last October or November possibly. I realized I was doing it wrong. You need a 0 in front of anything under 1,000. You would need a 0 in front of things over 1,000 if you plan on having more than 10,000 drawers at some point. So I do not ever plan that. That would be crazy. So I'm excited to get this. It's pretty simple. Like I said, I'm not going to use it much for just pulling orders. Maybe putting a bunch of drawers on and taking them, putting them back where they go. Don't know. But for now, I'll just be pulling orders. And when we have the cart, so I cleaned up this a little so I have room for it. I'm going to still bring everything here. I'll just, park the cart here. Probably, just from here, grab onto the cart, grab bags. Because at the end, I should end up at the used section at the end anyway. As most people do end up getting used parts that end up, that's my final drawer that something would be in down there for used. So seems like a good ending point. Even though I'm going to continue it over here, I might, end up eventually going to parts way down in here and just bring it right back over to here. Boom. Okay, we had a very good showing for Monday's mail. So I can do stuff. I was kind of just listing parts on Bricklink most of the day and wasn't too motivated to do it. So here we go, brick pans. This used to be Constructables. I got some parts here for, all 3 of these are for someone that's building a minifigure stand in Green Bay that comes to my booth when we go there. So I'll be happy to know I got that stuff to get sent out. And got some good prices on Mr. T there. So I got 3 of those for like Brick World and stuff, probably. And this is from Goodnight Grandma, I think. It's a good store, lots of good stuff that they always have, and they always give me 10% off for being a good customer, so they'll complete some more there. This is order number 106, maybe? 105, 106, from the same seller. And it's not too much in here. It's mostly accessory things, capes, wings, cameras. There's not too much in here. It was under $30, I think, one of my smaller orders. This is from Axiday. If you notice on most listings that they do the pictures and everything, they're the #1 contributor to the Bricklink catalog. So I'm not sure if they're considered an admin or not, but they have like thousands of entries. This was a makeup order from the last video where the Wicked Witch wasn't there, and then a couple parts were damaged, and he was able to replace them. So that was very nice. And I just placed that order I just showed a few minutes ago of the 100 parts on my list. Same seller, great seller. Actually asked me what I do with all the parts. He wanted to know. I was like, oh, you must not be familiar with my videos. And I sent him a link and explained I sell them on eBay. I Complete Minifigs sell them on eBay. That's why I buy most of the stuff. I rarely ever relist these parts on my own Bricklink store. I will sometimes if I buy good quantity, especially some sellers that make you buy in bulk. I definitely put some of those in my store because usually I have way too many than I need. Got some Mr. Oh, I already went through that one. So that is the 5 Bricklink orders for one makeup for today. So I'm going to get busy with that. Well, that cart would come in handy right about now. So I got this on Monday night. 202 unique items. I'm just going to carry this around with me for now. This stupid camera, see? So I bought a new one. It won't autofocus very well anymore. It's 6 years old. So I'm excited for a cart. I'm excited for a new camera. Things are moving here. 55 is 4. I can't do this with no hands, so catch you on the next one. Well, I guess for the most part I can just kind of put on that lip. I'm glad I actually made a lip. I've been using a lot. These are parts that I found in other drawers just randomly. I gotta pull them up in my inventory and put them in the right drawer. This one was randomly in here, and I wasn't sure if it should have been. I wouldn't think so, because all of these are this. So we'll figure that out later. But this should be easy. 57 is 6 of these right here. 4, 5, 6, 72 is all of those. There should be 3. See, these are intermingled because when I was parting out singular 1 or 2 sets. So now I gotta dig in there. Okay, got Tuesday morning here. 20 eBay packages are going out there, all ready to go. Just got to put the labels on here and throw them in. And then I had 8 Bricklink orders. 1 for 50, 1 for 30, the others like under 10, so very good for Tuesday morning. My son's Mortal Kombat impression. Alright, I'm excited to get through some Bricklink orders today. I have 4 of them right now, and I think I have 1 more coming today. And yeah, like, you know, I just placed that huge one yesterday, over 100 lots. That'll help this, but I need to get this down. It's getting to the point where I need to have another bin of stuff waiting for parts. But hopefully after today it goes down pretty good. And here's where we're at for photographs. Depending on these Bricklink orders, I may be able to do them tonight. This looks like a lot, but a lot of them, they're just the new things I just parted out. You know, multiples of things. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 13 different ones in here. And these hold up to like 50 or more when they're packed full. So I probably have about 25 in there now. Alright, first part's up. I got a bunch of these. I sell these in a pack of 3 like this. I just need 1 more leg to complete this, I think. Is there a helmet in there? Yeah. Here's my listing. Just do it like that. I ended up having a ton of them, and I was like, oh, they're not really worth much. And then sometimes you just put things together and make it look cool, like this. And they sell. Alright, first order down. Made those. Second order up. 2 more after this. Okay, I was able to build a few from that order. The 4 red, I had 6 red capes ordered, so I was able to build 4. I have 2 left over, so that's good. And actually, this was the 3rd Bricklink order of the day. I did one yesterday. I forgot at the end of the day. The Axiday one was the smallest one. So this is the last one. These parts are going to someone else. Their minifigure stand, they're already sold. And let's see what we can get from here. Alright, we were able to make 7 out of that last order here. Obviously more parts put away. So here's all 25, I think it was, that we were able to get out of those 3 Bricklink orders. So there'd be, I think, 4 of them need photographs. This one does. This one does. So there we had this drawer overflowing with pretty basic torsos. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to sort them by color right now and see if I can get a good quantity of ones I know I can find, and put them on Bricklink. I think. We'll see. Alright, so here's a look at what I'm going to put on Bricklink. And this can upload. I took a half of them out. I already put up the green ones in there. So, it's good enough. Okay, so now that's cleared. Well, not cleared. The construction is my next area of concern. There we go. It is going to be, it's not all the way like where it's like a breaking point, but we're going to do it too. Might as well. We did very well with that. I made a couple of minifigs up too. There's actually this elf with this torso. It sells for almost $4. I made 2 of those because I had a couple elf heads, and it's just a basic head, so, and short legs. So that was pretty much full. And we moved a lot of it into the Bricklink store for sale. With that addition of stuff, it's end of day Tuesday. I got quite a bit of orders here. I didn't add too much today, but that's where we sit. Still a lot of lots for sale. So tomorrow will be more of a Bricklink day, I think, but we will see how it goes. Alright, so here's Tuesday's mail. Not too much. One eBay order. This was like $12 out the door. I think it was like $9.99 plus $3 shipping. Okay, so it was like $13. And it had the patchwork. I'm not sure how much he's worth. Patchwork. I don't think he's worth that much. It seems like he should because I rarely get him, but I'm not even sure. Hold on, honey. And then the Wild West Emmett. He just has a regular Indiana Jones hat, so good there, and a bunch of other stuff. And then one Bricklink order. I got the Series 1 cowboy head. He's complete now. From Tons of Bricks. And some other heads, so there's that. And then I got my 4x6 bags. Like I said in the previous video, I just went away from the 5x7s. I got 4x6 and 6x8s now. I might get the 5x7s as well, but I was feeling the 5x7s were too big for little parts, and the 6x8s were definitely too big. So I want something a little bit smaller. And these, my order sizes seem to be working, especially for minifig parts. These are the perfect size, I think, mostly. So, all right. So again, I don't know the settings yet. I'm gonna have to play with all those on this camera. I'm now recording with the new camera. Here's the old camera that, like I said, needed serious help. It's got a cracked screen in multiple places, and just very used. Had it for 6 years, or about, I think, 6. And there it is. It's going to the kids do the stop motion with it still, so they were using it recently, and I couldn't do some videos that I wanted to. I had to write down what I wanted to video, and when you're done, give me the camera so I can film this. So now this one I'm using now is off limits. It's just do some filming here. Kids are being homeschooled upstairs. Alright, we at almost to 1,200 after listing all the ones I photographed, and I have a couple more that I got to relist from this morning that sold. It's not Lego. Around the neck here, it's like all ridges. It's a bunch of lines. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's not Lego. Disappointing. Here you go. Here's a little better look. And they make it pretty much the same, but you can tell the quality of the head is a lot more, it's more shiny than it should be. That gave it away right away. And the printing is not the same. Okay, we are still in the same Bricklink order. And this print is quite bad. It's not the Viking King head. We have a cowboy without a head still. Alright, it is Wednesday morning. We have 9 Bricklink orders over there. We got 11 total. Channel here. Thanks for the support again. There's a look at it. Nice order. So on the Bricklink orders received page, this number here can give you the last 6 months. After 6 months, file it off this page. But I check, a few times a week for whoever left feedback that in 6 months, this is what I'm averaging. 844. So if just an estimation, we should have 1,700 sales just this year, but that could go higher. This is going back to November last year, middle of November. Good, 1,700 sales when we have like what 2,400 as total in 4 years, or 3.5 years, coming up on 4. All right, it's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday morning still here. 1,160 items for sale on eBay right now, and then last night. Was able to photograph 75% full of the long box, and then there was 13 or 14 in here. These are mostly have multiples. Disco Unikitty with their scarf. Got 3 Mr. T's going on. eBay. Party glasses, Betty, that was a good one. So hopefully get up to 12. I'm pretty sure get up to 1,200. And awaiting some more Bricklink orders. I had a huge one, but I was for this earlier. I did actually find her in my like a full figure. I usually won't put it in its put it right in its like drawer. I'd actually just put them in here. So that I have a full figure that's getting quite full. All right, so here's the rest of Wednesday's mail. I won't open it, I'll just show you exactly what in the pictures. This is the same seller as the camera I just bought. Every time I buy something from someone, I always look at their other items because of the cost of it. So didn't really work out, but it did in the end. This is, I'll just go to this. The First Responder. You always hear people say you can't ever get good deals on part outs for Technic, and that is definitely the case. So I talked them down to 30. Actually, maybe it's like 28 I talked about too. And then there's also this in there, the new one, Missing Bag 1. So that's what we got. Alright, so if we look at these numbers, paid 56, and I took off 15 bucks for the missing bag, because obviously the minifigs aren't in there, which is fine. But that should be around 80 to 85 they'll sell for. I just did the lower 38, so not too bad. Again, it's just a single set, so it's not something you'd always want to do, but I mean, for the price, I thought it was a good thing, and it's a drawer filler when you have a bunch of empty drawers. It actually is pretty quick, I've found out, to part out one set lately. And it's something that it's convenient for me, because I don't always have a lot of time to part out a bunch of sets. I could throw a half an hour any night of the week, do it. Which either of these should take no more than a half an hour each one. So, well, here's a bonus. I just wanted to check this out just to see, and there's actually the Anna in the green dress in here, and all the Snowgy things. This one had a rip in it, so they couldn't confirm everything's in there. But it looks like, I mean, obviously the inner bags are still sealed and everything. So that's a bonus for sure. It's shipped. So week 22, and then I paid, what is that, 30, end up paying 34th shipping for this one. So I could have gone without this, but I like the variety of Technic because it's hard to get them at a decent price. I mean, usually you buy a Technic set for 30 bucks and it parts out to 45. So stuff like that, it's just very difficult to get a good, unless you're buying huge ones, which I don't like to do. So, all right, so we went out to get groceries. First time in 8 days left the house, and we've actually took some drives, didn't go anywhere, took walks places, but got some wood. I got 4 of these. I got all the ones I had. The 17 drawer, and we are printing out some numbers. I have moved the Minecraft. As you can see, we have one drawer. Like I said, there is more in here that have room, but I don't like to fill them up too much. This one has nothing, and this one can be used. If I take that out, we go down there, and it comes back up to here. So I moved the Minecraft over, just one spot over. There was SpongeBob here, and like these few and these two, and I just moved them down. I just kind of sorted the SpongeBob. They were in a big drawer, kind of accessories, and I mean, there's not much in some of these. One torso, so it can be consolidated, obviously. Is that Patrick? And then I had to, from there I had to move over. I had a Blacktron, so I moved them into these 2 drawers. It was in one of these big ones, but there was hardly any in there. So now I'm going to number just this one so I can keep on going. And then I've said in a previous video here, we're going to have 3 rows of those, but it's going to be a little higher than that. I'm going to have storage on the bottom and on the top of it up there. And so this is just full of minifigures in here, new minifigures and stuff that I've been just kind of storage. Yeah, this, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of blind bags that I don't know what to do with right now, beside part out, but I don't really want to. Sometimes it's good to sit on things if it's not a need that you got to sell them. It's good to sit on them, because eventually they'll be harder and harder to find, and then the prices will go up. Like these are unsearched Disney, all of these. These are unsearched. These Lego Movie I bought, like, what was it, 2.5 cases that were all unsearched. I found, I didn't know at the time of the purchase. So I'm all getting off track here. Anyway, so right here I'm going to put boards up, probably attached to the step up, and then get all those parts moved here so that they are all together with for my eBay rebuild stuff. So make it easier when I am looking for things. Still testing out this camera. It seems like the focus takes a minute. I got to read the book, the manual, and figure it out. But it's looking nice. I like the quality here. All right, I just got the battery fully charged after about 2 hours now, and turned it on, set the time and the date. I like this feature. It has the white balance, because that's an important thing when you're taking photographs. It's this top knob. Watch, it gets a lot whiter on the screen. It brings in more light to your photo. Obviously you don't want it too white, but it's nice. I usually have mine set to 1 on this camera I'm taking the video on right now. That usually brings it enough light. It's 1 to the 3/4. So if I look at that one, it certainly looks nice. So this is great. I love this feature here, where this screen actually comes up like that, and there I am. Doesn't focus very well. So that is a nice feature if I ever want to record a camera. Sometimes I do, but yeah, from here on out in this vlog, I'm not sure how many more clips will be in this vlog right at this time, but you tell me in the comments if you feel like it, whether the video quality got better, got worse. This is a nicer camera. This is a 20 megapixel camera. The one I'm holding now is 12 megapixel, so again, 3 years better technology here. I saw that, I did some reviews. It was like originally retail $700, and I got it for $385, brand new, just an open box, and I can tell it's never been used. So it is, I'm excited. My photos on eBay are even going to get better, a lot better. We became a sponsor to the Virtual Con Brick World. So option 1, there we go. I just sent my payment and the photo logo of our store. I need to update that though. Something a little different. Let me look at it here. This is what I sent, just this. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's what I've always used, so let's see. I'll have a video of what they do. Okay, so ordered 8 of the 17 drawer and 3 of the 33 drawer. So I have 3 rows that I'm going to do in the expansion. The 33 drawer will be on the bottom, and then there will be, I bought 4 last night of those small ones. So there'll be, what, 4 on top of the big one. So there'll be 4 little ones on top of that big one. It's going to add 50 more drawers than I have currently in my setup back here. Okay, so yeah, so I'll actually have 50 more drawers than you see here with the expansion. So that is a good thing. I mean, obviously I'm not even using all these drawers right now, but in the future I won't have room to expand at this area, at least, because it's going to come out 36 inches from there. So I think it's like right up to this, somewhere right there. So we will be getting that done. Okay, I figured it out. It was on manual focus. I definitely need to read this book. Figured this out. Just did a quick revamp. If I'm going to be advertising, I want everything at the top. I might move this closer. There's a mobile one, so that's what it looks like on a phone when it comes right up. So I think that is way better, having everything right there for you if I'm trying to get people to shop in my store. And that's how it now should look like when you're on a phone, the beginning of it. Alright, here is Thursday's mail. This is from 3 different orders. This is all the same thing, these 2 boxes. So let's start. These are eBay here. My #1 place I buy from on eBay. This is, I think, yeah, 200 minifigures. It was 110 plus 10 shipping, so 120 plus tax. Whatever that 5% is in good shape. The rest is damaged out. I expect that. That's why I always offer less than they're asking, and they usually accept it. So 75 cents a minifig, can't go wrong. A lot do not have headgear. That's one thing about them, but there's some rare things in here that I saw in the pictures, so pretty good stuff. Okay, there's a Wolverine with the right head. He looks real. We'll go to that last. This is another eBay order. I paid $12 free shipping for this. It was kind of junky, randomy stuff, but they had a dragon. It's all there. It looked good. That is why I would buy this. And then the rest, Micro Machine looks like. The rest I'll part out or put in my stuff to build later, other things. My son will like that. It's missing a leg though. And this is from Brick Hall on Instagram. We traded a bunch of my stuff as well because it's somebody local that I know. I don't generally trade unless it's in person. So there's about 100 minifigures or so that I have here. And then apparently there's 800 legs in here. It's a lot. And then there's like 350 some torsos. They've kind of spilled out in one of the bags. And you can tell there's some good stuff in there. A lot of it's missing arms and stuff. He makes custom things, so his own figures. There's a nice torso. I actually need that. I'm pretty sure. Yep. This is an extra one. So Raphael the movie, he is now complete. Nice. So this was really good, something I was looking for. There's a couple hundred heads in here. You look at a bag like this, it doesn't look like it could be over 100 or it could be 100, but there's usually so many once you count them. Ooh, that's a good one. I actually need Mr. Krabs' head right now. And so this is something I really try to get. Accessories. more heads and headgear. I know I saw a Deadpool in here. His head's not very good. The torso I checked is not cracked. I know who that is. So there's some good stuff in here. There's a Shakespeare in here, which definitely sold me on that. I rarely ever get Shakespeare. She's a good one. Another Shakespeare. And I have this tile. It's not in here. I sold this Bane today, and I didn't have another one. So this is a very good find. In the next video, and later in this video, some of it probably, you'll see more clips of what's in here. Well, this eBay auction with the dragon I got actually turned out to be very good. This head here, I think most people want about $4 for it on Bricklink. It's the Ninja Master. He has $4 for that head. So that's pretty cool. And then he was waiting for parts too, and his legs, I guess, is all I needed. So I'll have another one once that's done. And then here's the rest, and then so that's a plus. I have her for sale. These guys are both nice. It's hard to find them with the good heads, and their heads are great. So an extra alligator. What's this? Oh, a plain gray torso. That's the light bluish gray. Those are always a bonus. Add some random junk. But for $12 free shipping, that alone almost just basically pays for all of this stuff, because I sell this. Last time I sold it on eBay, $14. I did the easy buy on my wanted list. Just check it out, and I think everything but, is it 25 items? No, these items aren't available. I don't know, like 15 items or so are not available, but I can get all 37 stores from all over the world for that amount. I probably should put it where it's only the USA stores and see what comes up, but say they're all USA, probably spend $2,300 total to get everything on my list. It'd be crazy. Oh yeah, and this guy was also in there with these two guys. And there's the Ninja Master. Completed. FedEx came bearing gifts. It's a nice one. I thought about getting a 3-shelf one. But again, I don't think I'm going to be storing too much on them. And they had the 5-inch wheels, which that's, I think, the other ones I'm looking at, they're kind of a little bit smaller, which might have been okay. I don't know. I have to see how big this one looks here. But I'm excited to put it together. Alright, we have another pretty full one. A lot of these can be put on Bricklink now. At least 30% of this stuff. I just have a lot of duplicate things that just have been adding up. You know, actually this is Space Police legs. As I get them, I don't put them on Bricklink. Some stuff I know I have a spot for, I just throw them in the drawers, and then once I get a lot like this, I will list them in bulk. Soccer was right here. I moved it over to the other side over there for now. Don't really need it. And I don't think I'll add a couple pieces, some of the common things to Bricklink now, but maybe like 5 different pieces, and get to that new stuff. Alright, so I decided to put all these on Bricklink. I may keep a couple of these heads. Who's the winner? This guy's the winner. He has, but we'll see. Alright, we are breaking into that big $400 lot I got today. I'm just going to go through the minifigs first and the parts another day probably, just to see what I can get listed for sale right away or get ready for sale, and put parts on Bricklink that I know real quick. So yeah, excited for this. Okay, the first bag of the CMFs were a major hit. Everyone had their accessories, except I think this one did not have his bag. It's a dark brown one. I don't think I have one right now, but it's not very expensive. Oh, and her head wasn't in here, but everything else is good. And these are ones I'm getting ready for sale. And then yeah, some more stuff. So that was nice first bag there. Now we get into the DC. I think these are all DC is what he said. They're pretty much, I mean, that's a Series 2 Pharaoh. Oh yeah, there's other series. Yeah, there was a couple of mixed things in here, but I'm pretty sure these are all superhero, besides a few. Well, that cart could not have come at a better time. Gotta get it together. Alright, we ended the day on eBay with 1,204 items for sale. Bricklink were there. I had a pretty big sale. I'm excited to get the cart ready for it to pull. I'm going to be making labels for these 4. And then I have all these ready. I think I relisted about 10 from that stuff I just went through. And I got all the stuff. I still have this for the minifigs to go through. I uploaded a lot of stuff to Bricklink. And then all the ones I don't have at eBay pretty much here now. I found this torso in there. I had everything but the torso. And so that guy's ready to go. We have a Deathstroke in good condition, except the head has a little bit of print issue, but that'll be photographed. This Deadpool is in kind of poor condition. The head, some of those. Viking Woman, Genie, Goblin Series 13, Egyptian Warrior, Shakespeare. So I'm excited again to use the camera. I'm going to do this tonight. There's only like 20 in here, but I'm going to try the new camera out, see what happens. Well, there it is, waiting for service. Bigger than I wanted. I wanted to fit in the doorway, but I think I'll be happy with the space eventually. Right. And the lots for Bricklink have gone down below 9,000. Don't worry, I have mediocrely big plans for this weekend. There's one set that's going to add over 6,000 pieces. So I really wanted to use this camera that I'm using now, the new one. So I did get all these photographed last night while watching Family Matters. And we're going to get these all for sale. And then I have all these to rebuild for Friday morning, going into the weekend. A lot of them selling every day for like this. So, not complaining. eBay is king, and I like doing this kind of work with eBay. To build or not to build? That is the question. I'm getting ready to record Pop's Block Shop number 6 once I'm done working today. And here are the questions. There's actually one more that I didn't put on here that I already recorded it, on how I do these cards, and why I do them. These used to be old just greeting cards, baseball ones that I cut up when I first started. So that will be out on April 18th morning or April 17th night. Today's April 17th. I'm not sure when I'll get it out. So if you're watching this, it'll probably be the previous video before this one. I just got all the ones that I photographed listed on eBay. 1,210. I'm really happy with that number. And then I'm going to rebuild some of these. Can't do them all, I'm sure, but well, it is Friday night. I have 6 of these as a plan I was hoping to do this weekend. But we're starting off this Friday night. Most of these are under 10 lots. I think one has 20, one has 176, one has about 50, and the rest have under 10 lots. So there's like 2 bigger orders that should take me about 30 minutes total, and the rest should take me another 30 minutes. So looking at an hour, I think. I have my cart. Update on the cart, it's too big for this area. I'd probably be about this wide. Somewhere in there. As long as I can fit this on here, fit this on here, and then and then there'll still be room for other things. I don't need to have all 3 of these on here if I have to modify it in a way. But I can always get something to clip on a phone or a laptop or something like that. So, but I'm gonna use it for now. Harbor Freight has a very good return policy. This came broken already. I already pulled this off. It's not welded there. So I have the new one coming later next week, I think. Alright, it is Saturday morning, quite early. Ended up with 13 Bricklink orders all packed. And then I printed out the stuff for eBay here. 35 minifigs in 25 packages. So, Yeah, it's 6:40 right now. I should have that done by 7:30 everything, so then I can part out. I have multiple orders in quarantine. This is where they go. I've had people ask to hold orders until after all this passes. Alright, it's all there. 741 Rona ad sets, but because it's like 300 lots, it just makes sense to avoid any mistake. Well, here's one good use for this. I just went and pulled out empty drawers. I had room in them from over there that I want to fill up. I didn't have to, you know, usually I'd stack like 5, 6, 7 with, I could drop them. So this is a much more safer option, and I don't have to keep running back and forth, because this would take me probably 10 trips to get all these over here, from here to there, and then with stacked on top of each other. So I'm just going to leave them in here for now and put them as I need them onto the table, as I put the other ones in there, and then the empty spaces, so for the new parts. So for this part out, I'm actually parting out the minifigs too, because this is a minifig within the set and has 56 pieces. So I'm not going to try to sort those out and then part them out later. I'm not going to be building this guy. I have no problem parting out these other 3 minifigs whatsoever. Alright, so I have the first box opened. I have every drawer that I will need to enter all the parts. I got good use out of this cart. These are all the white ones. I'll probably fill in that last spot. And then there's this much is white, so I know anything white will be in here or right here. Probably just move that there. So this is a massive upload. One thing, tip that you can do is when you have a big set and not a lot of room, don't use existing drawers you already have parts in. You know, I just pulled out a bunch that had room in them. What I would do in the future is just pull out new ones and divide them. If I didn't have this cart, I'd have enough room, but boxes couldn't be on there, and I wanted more room to part out here, so that's why I did that. And I had this thing, so it's handy. You know, I'm gonna get rid of this one, pretty sure. Definitely gonna get rid of it, actually. But this is actually, it's a thought. I'll think about it more. I mean, this is only 60 bucks. The other one was more, but I like it's for pulling orders. This could be for parting out. The other one could be for massive upload. That's why I don't like big sets. Now I have to enter the numbers, and then I'm just gonna take a break for the day. It's a beautiful day outside, and come back later tonight because I closed my store. I got to get that back open soon. Okay, here are the pieces for one set. Whoa, that's a big pile. I started sorting them by color, then I'm like, I'm going to run out of room, so I got all the black here first, you know, just go by the color, get those, and then I'll have all this room once that's all out of here. Alright, the moment of truth. I spent 90 minutes entering the numbers here. It's almost 11 a.m., a lot longer than I expected. But no big deal. It is going. My phone is, I'm watching it as I zoom around. I had the manual to read sometime this weekend. And 6,396 parts, 296 lots, quite a few new. Here we go. Everything is correct because I'm perfect at what I do. And it was only like $120 less than the current item. So I've been dreading doing it because I'm glad it's done for that part. I just have to put all the parts away now. Back up. Management. Real easy. Open. Save. Bring it back open. Visit store. Just like that. See if I don't have it already. Oh yeah. Got over 130,000 parts again. My lots were like 8,800 or so. 80s, 89, I don't remember, but it got under 9,000. Pretty good after a couple days of sales here at the end of the week, so nice. So it shows new parts right here, sticker sheet, things like that. And I'll put them on this thing now. It's free to be purchased. We are watching the Brickworld Virtual Con.
All my other trips, my trip to New Zealand.
You can see the reflection there, but we are
one year I could go and
in there. Well, there it is. Thing of beauty. 6,000 pieces. Took me all about 4 hours. That cart there really helped, honestly. So, all right, everything is put away. Late Saturday night here, and got this ready. I think I got about 15 orders in. Nothing over 30 lots, so some nice ones. Mostly minifigure stuff, I noticed too. So those are my favorite orders. Still have a ton of drawers. I turned around a lot over here because this is where I basically pulled them all from. So everything up until around right here is pretty much full. The little drawers, at least. There's a couple here and there. But tomorrow I have the Frozen set and that Technic set that I'm going to try to do, but maybe not. I think I'm going to close my store on Sunday to get some time off. Still keep the eBay store open always because it's so fast to pack up. Not a big deal. Here's a Bricklink order. 8 different pieces, all horses. Horse farm. This Bricklink order, 8 different pieces, going to Laurel, Mississippi. That show Hometown at HGTV, that's all we watched when we were on vacation in Florida. Alright, here's from yesterday, Saturday's mail. Bricklink order from this store. What is this? It's got mostly accessory things. Looks like I can complete, I think, one astromech droid there. And I was out of rings completely. With one of the rings guys, I always saw Frodo and Bilbo with them. So, I needed those. And then this is from Brickpix. I don't know if I've ever ordered from them before, but they have some really good minifig prices. I've never, that max is like $3 some. I don't know. Didn't know it was around, so I picked it up. So that would be a good eBay sell there. And I think I got 2 monsters, Series 4 for like $3. Then the Green Lantern was under $5. So there's a Venom. So I came here for these heads because I had a bunch of them. Series 1. Web Hunter, I thought I needed to complete a couple of them. And then I can complete the saxophone player. Has the black tip on it for Series 11, I think. So that was a nice order there. Alright, so I have these lined up. Got the wood. Got a screw gun, and I have to get a saw and the screws and some plywood in the back garage. So I have to figure out, first step is how wide to make it right here. And then bring it all the way up. I think the things are going to be here tomorrow, so we'll see if we can get it up. Here we go, board 1 in its spot. Well, I ran into a little bit of a delay here because we're moving it in the middle of the room, not on against the wall. There's not much option for. I need it 6 more inches out from this board here, so I had to create something. Now we are ready to put on board number 2 for the outside front. Alright, so I got the second board up. Had to make this here. It's quite sturdy for now. And I ran out of juice in my drill. So it's an old battery. I had it charging for over an hour before I started, but some of these screws are long and take a lot of power. Not too much gap for 3 of these all together. That one's pushing up against that one. So I tried it all the way up, and it fit all the way up. I'm just thinking with a little ledge in front of all the drawers. But I'm thinking of doing this because there's still like an inch here. That drawer will come just about to here, and what I'm gonna do, plywood the whole back here, and then if I ever want to put these stack-ons on the back, if I run out of room here on the U section, continue it right behind here. I'm glad I thought of that idea. Alright, we have the framework done. I just have to cut plywood to fit all the way to the back of this piece and to the front, and that'll even it up with this. I have the same size out there, I think, or it doesn't really matter if it does or doesn't too much. I could have went with a bigger board, but I changed my design mid work, so this works just fine. Just attached them together on the bottom, so there's no movement there, and it's pretty sturdy. So I'm gonna go cut the plywood and get that up, and then maybe paint it today, maybe not, we'll see. All right, my job is done for today. I do need to get about a 4x4 piece of plywood. I have some in the back garage, but they're not this thick. They're thinner by like 1/8 of an inch, or maybe it's a 1/4 inch. They're thinner. I think this is 1/2 an inch, and the other stuff is 3/8. I don't know. So that'd be 1/8 of an inch thinner. But I like to keep it uniform. I don't need it right now, so stack gun should be here in a few days, and then I gotta paint it white. Even though you won't be able to see anything in the back here, still gonna paint it front and the back, just because. Paint the sides, and I love it. I still have the same amount of room. I lost a little bit of. Okay, I don't have the same amount of room. I lost about 9. It was like 9.5 inches from here to here, and I have to go out more. And it's kind of a tight squeeze there, but I can move this table back that way a little more. And then here's room in the back if I ever do stack guns in the back. Okay, so you could move this stuff too. This box doesn't need to be here. This is just empty boxes and shipping stuff, so definitely would work back here. So today is Sunday, April 19th. I closed the store last night, Saturday night. I had 14 orders. I packed them up this morning, early Sunday morning. And then I think I'm going to, from now on, close my store to the public every Sunday. But I'm going to put the password in there. So people specifically looking for my store, or want, repeat customers, or they're finding a different way, I put in there, you can still buy from the store. It'll just help ease the, if I get a ton of sales, I mean, I could ship them out Tuesday or Monday night. Every time I get a sale, I want to get it out the next day. It's just how I am. And I did get one sale today. Someone used the password, and I already have it packed up and ready to go. It's quick and easy. But it's been getting so busy, and I got to focus on eBay more. I did find time to do this ice castle, so I'm about to do it. Get out some drawers, and then it's a single set, so any piece that I have on my wall, I'm just going to line up over there, and then put them away at the very end. Okay, so here is this one set without one bag. I had to delete some pieces and things like that. I did add those 4 snow geese, like $2.50 each, but this is 30% off that, so I'll sell the parts for about $70. Dark green dress, so I should make another at least $8 from eBay for her too. And then instead of pulling out all the drawers, I just set all these ones that said that there's already in my store. Now before I hit submit or upload to the store, I'm going to go all the way to the top and go through the numbers. See, it says that one is in drawer number 12, so I'll go take that over there. Alright, I went through those 2 Bricklink orders I got over the weekend, and I was able to complete 8 minifigures, plus I put away a ton of them I already had for sale. It's got extras like the sad clown and the Series 4 monster, Frankenstein. I actually already had them. I don't know, I just see good deals on stuff and I buy it, and it's good to have backup supplies, inventory. So I think all of these, yeah, I think I can relist all these immediately. Maybe not that one, it's been a while since I had that complete, but I think so. Okay, so next up, after all the eBay stuff was completed and the Bricklink order's gone through, I had this big bag. I honestly don't even remember when or where I got it. It's just sitting in my to-do bucket here. There's some random good things in there. I just found an Earmore head, some Lord of the Rings that I just put in my Bricklink store. There's in great shape. So I'm going to slowly go through and put stuff away and put stuff on Bricklink. Well, here's I think this is the Rohan Soldier head. This one. So you can see it, this camera. Pretty sure. So there are other parts might be in here, but I may part them out. I don't know. Alright, here's Monday's mail. Just one eBay order. This random things. I think I paid around $20 for this, and I'm not sure why I bought it. I know there's some CMF stuff in here. Nothing looked really complete that I could tell. There's a Snow Chewbacca. I'm not sure if that's the only exclusive piece to the figure. I can definitely build it. There's a Hobbit or a dwarf hair there, or the Lighthouse Keeper for Scooby-Doo. So some weird, random, not Lego things. That's weird. So we will get this mostly all on Bricklink, unless I can build things. Oh, Man-Bat. I just found one in the one I had, and I relisted that, so I'll have another one. Just need the headgear, I think, though. There it is. I placed my first ever Lego Pick-a-Brick order online. This takes about 20 days to get here. I've got 4 different items. 200 of 3 and 250 of another. So, some really good stuff. You'll have to see in later vlogs what I got. We just got one large one and one medium sized package in the mail. Wonder what that could be. We will find out. I was able to get the last board put up here. There's a gap here. I might just put 2x4s here, make a little shelf, because I'm not going to go higher than that with the stack on. There. A couple more coming. And then we had 12 Bricklink orders. That's a lot. We have the paint ready. 2 almost empty cans of paint. Mostly it's for the outside stuff here to match all the rest. Because you won't even see any of this in the back, so it's gonna go right, literally up to the top here, and then I think I'm gonna have board here, like a little tiny shelf. And we keep on processing minifigs. Just keep it going until next time.